Changed in high school when I met my best friend now, Kyle. The story of how we met is actually kind of interesting. So I used to get in a lot of fights, and because of that, I transferred high schools in freshman year. So the first person I met was actually Kyle. And he sat next to me in first period French. And I actually remember the shirt he was wearing. He was wearing a Captain America tee with the whole shield in the middle. And the only reason I remember this, which kind of irks him, is because I thought he was a really big dork for wearing that shirt. But yeah, the reason my friends take a huge priority in my life is because I never really had many friends when I was younger. So now every time I identify someone as my friend, it's like you're no longer just my friend, but you're an extended part of my family. The last thing I would like to mention is living, actually. To quote Oscar Wilde, very rarely do you actually have someone who lives, most people just exist. And that actually was very powerful to me. Because I always like to think of myself as being a nonconformist. I always like to be unique and different. And the fact that he thought that most people just existed made me want to actually live. However, that wasn't always the case, actually. Because for about 2 years in high school, I became severely depressed. Every day was like an uphill battle, and it was very hard to get out of bed. And it got to the point where I actually got institutionalized because my therapist thought I was suicidal. And the only thing that always got me through that time was actually creating memories, living. Through those memories, those few happy times I actually had, they ended up overpowering all the negative. And that's all, again, thanks to my friends and my family. So, to summarize everything up, the most important things in my life are my family, my friends, or what I like to call my extended family, and making the best out of life. With that being said, thank you all for listening, and yeah, that's it.